All right. Yo, we back. Damn, I was loud into the mic. But we are back. I'm back, I should say. Another episode of the Mike is Right podcast. I'm going to turn this down or turn it off. Something like that. Let's just end it like that. That's right. I am
Just Jones.
That's who I am. I'm Jones. I am solo dolo. By myself, man. It's been about 3 months or so since we gave you since I guess I gave you another podcast or whatever. So had to come back top of the year. We're gonna start this off the right way, man. Just wanna extend a good shout out to everybody who's watched, everybody that, always commented. Still got people asking me like, yo, when you doing another podcast? So right now, it's gonna be me solo. Not sure how long that's gonna last, but I do know this episode is just me. So enjoy. All right. So first order of business. Shout out to D. Shout out to Slab. Everything is still good. There's no beef. I don't want nobody to think I went solo on a group or nothing like that. This is no Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Bobby Brown, narcissist thing kind of going on. Nothing like that. We just here. We just gonna give you what we gonna give you. And as you can see, I am dripped in Buckeye gear. Ohio State. Tonight is national championship versus Alabama. Of course, everybody know who I'm picking, so I got to just rep my team or whatever. I had my Ravens gear on a couple days ago. I was a little too nervous to wear it yesterday. Didn't want to jinx them, but we'll get into, some football stuff a little bit later today. We're just going to start off, man, Busted Challenge. That's right, the Busted Challenge. It's finally, I have a reason to get on the TikTok. My kid, 7-year-old, he normally keeps me up on like all the latest dance crazes and stuff like that. But over this past weekend, my God. So I'm going to just go ahead and set it up for everybody. It's just basically, it's just been women mostly, thankfully. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful black women. Start out, and maybe like some house clothes or so, if you will. And they put their hands in the air. The beat drops, they get low, and there you go. It's magic right in front of your eyes, man. I love samples, and this song right here, Erica Banks, I believe that's the artist's name. Sample, St. Louis's own, the great Cornell Haynes. Everybody knows him as Nelly, that Hot in Her. Shout out to the Neptunes as well. Surprisingly enough, she recorded the song in 2019, but didn't release it until, I believe, August of last year. And, now she's got a viral moment going on, a hit record. So salute to her. Hope she, continues to propel her career and stuff like that. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty of this challenge. A lot of y'all mothers look good, man. I don't know who mothers. I've seen older women doing the challenge, and man, that's something to look forward to as I get older. Man, the transitions have been flawless. Even the thicker, bigger women have been killing it as well. I'm not gonna sit here and discriminate at all. Just love seeing black women having a good time, man. Just showing their sexuality and, just being comfortable in their skin. It's a good look, very, very good look. Now, a couple tidbits and bullet points about it. Number one, now women probably understand why when they are in Target and, they might not be all dolled up and looking their best, but what they think their best is. Now you understand why when you are in Target or your local supermarket and the guy's still trying to holler at you, we know, okay? We know we know that, what you bring into the table at the moment might not be the finest that you can get, but, oh, trust me, guys know. And they still gonna press up and holler. So, this challenge, I think, kind of showed that. I guess this is probably my last point on this before I move on. A lot of y'all can't ride to save y'all goddamn life. A lot of people get low and they don't get back, they don't get high. They don't get back up there, I'll tell you that. A lot of y'all squat down and that's pretty much it. Y'all ain't busting a damn thing, talking about, I got them Meg knees. Yeah, Meg Griffin from Family Guy. Stewie, big sister. Nonetheless, I love it. I enjoy it. Again, black women, just keep that energy. Just keep that feel-good energy, man. It's a great thing, man. My next topic for the NFL Wild Card Weekend. I don't want to talk about the Ravens. I don't want to talk about Russell Wilson running from Aaron Donald. The way Ice Cube was running from Lester Wallace and Barbershop. We ain't going to talk about that. I'm gonna start off by honestly. I'm probably gonna play some sad music. Sad music should come on right about now. But I really want to offer my deepest condolences. And to playoff to the new playoff P. That being the Pittsburgh Steelers. 28-0 in the first quarter to the Cleveland Browns. That's right, Cleveland Browns. Ain't won nothing since I was probably in elementary school, probably even before then. Before I had all of this. That's fine. I guess that Juju, you know that that shit right now, the gas beat. So again, and even today we got Chase Claypool talking about, yeah, it was a bad loss to the Browns, but they gonna get clapped next week because they play the Chiefs. They probably will. Again, congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. Thank you. As a Ravens fan, I love to see the Steelers lose because I know how loud they are when the Ravens lose. So definitely want to shout out Cleveland. Appreciate that. Good luck against the Chiefs. Lamar Jackson finally wins his first playoff game, one of many that he will win. Yeah, man, who said Lamar couldn't do it? He did it passing when he had to, ran when he had to. We know that's what he does best. He got out of the gate, for a big 48, 50-yard run, I believe. We held Derrick Henry in check. That's what I'm talking about. Where was the Ravens defense when I was going against Derrick Henry in fantasy and lost by 2 points, huh? All right, maybe we ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway, but now we get to face the Buffalo Bills, who, in my opinion, are the hottest team in the NFL. Outside of that Hail Mary to DeAndre Hopkins a few weeks ago, that they probably would have won like 9, 10 straight by now. And as a Ravens fan, look, my thing is, we got to get through the best to be the best. So right now, Buffalo's a better team than us. Let's get through them. Kansas City, Super Bowl champions from last year. Let's get through them, and then we worry about whatever else we got to worry about. So go Ravens. Of course, I'm rapping. Yeah, we won't do no Ravens merch again. I feel like maybe I've cursed because I wore a Ravens gear last year, and we saw what happened against the Titans. Matter of fact, I'm going to just give you my picks. Ravens over Bills, Chiefs over Browns. I'm going to go with the Packers over the Rams, even though that Rams has a very stout defense. I'm going to still go with Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to give them the nod only because they in Lambeau. Bucks over Saints. Tom Brady, man. Tom Brady, that son of, you know what, man, he's great. Thank God he's not in the AFC anymore. So we're going to get to see what they do, man. We're going to see what how they fare against New Orleans the third time around, second time in New Orleans. So because New Orleans didn't really show me a lot yesterday. They were playing, the Browns. Not the Browns. Well, I guess the Browns are the NFC and that's the Bears for whatever that's worth. Didn't really see nothing that really made me say, wow, like, yes, that's a team that I think can, beat, Brady again or beat Aaron Rodgers. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Bucks over Saints. I guess that's probably my upset of the week. I guess going by like standings and, the playoff seeding. So, yeah, that's it. And that's pretty much my football take. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about Joe Biden's inauguration, and before they get sworn in and they make it official, so I can't wait for that. The public has been asked to not be in attendance for this year's inauguration, to do it a more virtual way due to COVID-19 protocols. So I think that's good, especially after last week. Last week what happened at the Capitol, with that domestic terrorist attack and all of those thugs. I'm sorry, shit. I don't want to use that. Goons. No, shit. No, that's not it. What did they call? Oh, Trump supporters. That's what they call themselves, yes. So, yeah, I ain't really, I won't be surprised that if, they all, even Donald Trump himself, try to make next week inauguration about himself, whether he's going to run in 2024 or his son, his daughter, his dog, whoever else, anybody that's down with him. Yeah, so I'm, kind of looking forward to these last 8-9 days or so before the season finale of the United States of America. I got a lot of high hopes. That STEMI, that'll come in handy. It always does, always will. Speaking of that, and I didn't have this on my list, but Maryland is becoming one of the first states to issue out some COVID relief funds and benefit packages and stuff like that. So shout out to Maryland trying to be progressive. I'm not a huge Governor Hogan fan, but this is a good step in the right direction to helping out my fellow Marylanders such as myself. All right, now Miss Laurie Harvey. That's right. That's who I'm going to talk about. Miss Laurie Harvey. How you doing? She ain't watching this. Why should she be? That's fine. Laurie Harvey ain't watching it. Steve Harvey. None of them is watching this shit. That's all right. But I just want to talk about Laurie Harvey, and not just her and her dating Michael B. Jordan and stuff like that. I don't really care about that part. It's just the fact that she has been really taking control of her love life, in a sense where most women just get with a guy, they want to fall in love and all of that. But it's not too many women out here that live like men, in a sense where they just date. You date until you find what works. I'm all in favor of men and women doing that in your 20s, especially nowadays with social media kind of clouding people's, not just social media, but society itself kind of clouding judgments and making you think life should be this way, or your love like you should have that thing, or whatever the case may be. But Laurie Harvey, man, like, she's just really demonstrated exactly why. I don't know. To me, in my opinion, I believe that whenever she does finally settle down, it might be with Killmonger, it might not be. But she's had, many men at her disposal. Let me just say, Justin Combs, Sean Combs, also known as Puff Daddy Diddy, Trey Songz. Now, this is her starting five. I'm trying to narrow it down. Justin Combs at the 1. I'm going to say you probably put Michael B. Jordan at the 4. He'll power forward. Future give me center vibes. Yeah. Trey Songz, I say he's like a 2. I give Puff. Yeah, Puff is probably like the 3, the small forward. And coming off the bench is Meek Mill, just because he had her on his wish list when he came home. So, but just women in general being able to basically do what niggas do. Like, I'm all for that shit. I'm all for, hey, if a woman think it ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna work. Shit. I don't want to sit around and be with somebody that, don't want to be with me, or feels like there's something out there better for her. Because if that's the case, then I'm pretty sure it's damn sure somebody out there better for me. You dig? So, that's my take on that. Like I said, I don't really care about her being with him. I ain't got shit to do with me. But it's just like I said, I think more women should try to should try to do this. Like, date more. Like, really see what it is you want. Men and women, see what it is exactly that you want, because you don't want to end up with somebody and then it's like 2-3 years later down the road, now you upset. Oh, I've changed, I've grown, how about yourself? And just people change over time, things change over time. So like I said, date who you want. If you're happy, be happy, please. But yeah, just really, to me, experience is the best teacher. So that's my thoughts on that. My final topic: should men vent to a woman? Or in an extension question to that, a follow-up question should be, or is, how vulnerable do you want your man to be? Now, me personally, I like to think I'm a very, very transparent person. Any of my friendships and relationships with women over the years, if I like you, I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk about everything, my thoughts, my ideas, shit, my dreams, my nightmares, and essentially my feelings. Like, how else do you really, really expect to really get to know someone, So I put this question out on Instagram and the other social sites a couple hours ago. And, of course, the gentleman that responded said, one of them said, she has to be your wife, not your girl or your baby mother. Another one said yes and no, because in his opinion, women can be evil. Now, I'm assuming he means that they could just take that and kind of hold that over your head, or kind of use that as some sort of leverage, Yeah, I mean, I've actually come across women who probably wanted me to be the toughest man in the room, or just come in and just have that alpha male, just aura around me and stuff like that. And for me, I'm just me. I'm gonna walk in a room and just be comfortable because I'm me and I know who I am. So however people perceive that, that's more their problem than mine. I can't really worry about how somebody sees me. You know what I mean? I know who I am. And like I said, growing up as an only child, I guess I don't know, I've just always wanted to just talk. I like to talk. If I talk, that means I like you. If I don't talk, if I ain't saying nothing around you, yeah, I'm just not fucking with you, I guess. I guess for lack of better terms. Maybe some women out here, they had fathers or brothers or even ex-boyfriends, cousins, shit like that, that they were never taught to display their emotions or something like that. And for me, that's just who I became, like I said, over the years, from a child to now a man. is that if something's bothering me, I'm going to tell you about it. If you ask me, I'm going to be open and tell you about it if I feel like we got that connection where we could really talk and be open with each other. Like I said, I know a huge percent of women prefer alpha males. You know, any sign of weakness or some type of emotion, vulnerability may just come off as a turnoff, which I think is why guys probably don't do it as much. So back to the question when I put it out on Instagram, most women were down for it. They was like, yeah, that's what they want. They want to keep that, you know, that open dialogue in a relationship, that honesty, that, you know, that vibe, that connection. But a couple of them also said you got to watch out for that. And I guess this piggybacks to what one of the gentlemen said about how some women may try to use that for whatever reason, for whatever gain. Like, damn, nigga, like, shut your crying ass up. Now, let me preface all of this by saying when I mean vent, I don't necessarily mean gossiping. I don't mean laying up with a woman talking about a nigga. I don't mean laying up with a woman talking about your ex, or if you with your side chick, you talking about the main or something like that. I don't mean that. I just mean like your past traumas and, you know, things that made you who you are. You know, a lot of even people, you know, now, thank God a lot of black people are now starting to go to therapy and kind of get those feelings and emotions out or whatever from things that made them who they are. And I think that's just big on being able to move forward in a relationship. Like I said, whether it's with your friends or, you know, a lover or something like that, just getting out those true feelings and emotions, I think that'll get early. Doing it early, too, especially. I think that'll get a lot of the BS that comes with, it's like, damn, why he ain't talking or why she mad? You know, if you really took the time to have a conversation and be vulnerable with each other, you would probably understand. And I do understand women thinking that might be a turnoff. I completely understand that. I can see, I don't agree with it, but I can understand it. So, but if that's the case, you know, when you can't get mad when you get that same okay response after you done sat there and wrote 7 straight messages, damn near a whole dissertation of fucking, fucking constitution of, you know, your feelings and what's wrong. You know, you can't really be upset if a guy just gives you a plain old okay. Because he wasn't taught, you know, or you didn't let him feel comfortable enough to be like, well, you know, babe, I also feel like this. I feel like that. You know, so I think that, like I said, man, I guess it's different strokes for different folks, you know, different women. Probably see things different. And I know as you get older, you know, you become wiser and you be like, well, damn, maybe I should be a little more open, a little more vulnerable, you know, men especially. Because I know, like I said, I have friends that they ain't for that shit. Most guys, you know, unfortunately, especially in the city, they're not really used to that. Hey man, it takes a certain type of person to really be open and honest with themselves first before they can do so with you. Yeah, man. So like I said, man, again, shout out to D, shout out to Slab. They're not here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll join me on the next episode. If not, you will get another episode. This is the very first time I'm doing this by myself. So I appreciate if you sat here and watched. If you got any questions to anything I said, whether it's my football picks or this question about men venting to women and being vulnerable, you know, please reach out to me. You know, we can have a conversation one-on-one. I can bring up some of your picks. If you doing football picks, I'll bring that up next week. And I could also bring up this question back up just to give a couple more takes on it and perspectives on it. If I get any more, especially any interesting ones, I'll probably bring that up on the next episode. And yeah, man, again, like I said, see, a lot of this is going to get cut out because now I'm just rambling. But yeah, man, like I said, this is episode 13, Mike is Right podcast. I am Jones. Salute.